All right, let's be real. Nobody wakes up thinking, hey, today's a great day to prepare for a natural disaster. But after what happened in Asheville last year, I gotta ask, are you actually ready if a hurricane or flood hits your home? And before you say, oh, I don't live near the coast, I'll be fine. Let me tell you something. Hurricane Helen in 2024 proved that extreme weather doesn't care where you live. Asheville, a mountain town, got slammed with flooding, falling trees, and people, they were left dealing with insane damage. And if you stick with me to the end, I'll show you the one mistake that could cost you thousands when disaster strikes. Stick around. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Rob Moore. I'm here with Raleigh Living. Now, in today's video, we are going to discuss natural disasters and are you really prepared? So here's about 8 things you can do to make sure you're bulletproof when it comes to preparing for natural disasters. And make sure you stick around for number 8 because most homeowners find themselves trapped in this place and then they're literally buried under the mud. You want to make sure you don't get caught in this. So, YouTube. Let's talk. All right, first things first. Physical maintenance. This is the stuff you got to do before the storm hits. Think about it. If you knew a tornado was coming tomorrow, you wouldn't just hope your house holds up, right? Same thing with hurricanes, floods, and even those crazy windstorms we get. Here's what you need to do. Waterproof your home. Make sure your foundation walls are sealed, gutters are clean, and your yard slopes away from your house. Asheville homeowners found out the hard way. If your land doesn't drain properly, you're basically inviting a flood into your living room. Next thing you can do is reinforce your roof. High winds can literally rip off a roof if it's not secured properly. Adding hurricane-rated roof clips and a strong metal roof system can make a huge difference. Cut weak trees. Trust me, when the wind picks up, the oak tree you love will not love you back. Homeowners in Asheville lost 22 trees in one storm. If a tree looks weak or too close to your home, get it checked before it checks you out personally. Okay, let's talk insurance. And no, don't zone out on me. This part is what saves you from a total financial nightmare. Did you know that 90% of all natural disasters in the US involve flooding? Yes, yet most people don't have flood insurance. Why? Because your standard homeowner's policy, it doesn't cover flooding from storms. Sorry. And here's the kicker. Flood insurance in a non-flood zone is actually affordable. On average, it's under $900 a year. Meanwhile, people in flood zones, they're paying 5 times as much. So moral of the story, get the insurance before you need it. And here's something wild. After a big storm, construction prices skyrocket. After Hurricane Katrina, the price of drywall jumped 13%, and in just a few years, construction costs overall have gone up 55%. So imagine thinking you have enough insurance, only to find out your coverage is way too low when it's time to rebuild. So here's another action step. Review your insurance policy every year. If if you haven't looked at yours since you bought the house, that's like driving with a GPS from 1999. You're lost and don't even know it. Now, this last part, this is where most people mess up. This is what I told you to stick around for. They assume that if disaster hits, FEMA insurance or some magical program is going to swoop in and cover everything. Spoiler alert, it won't. Here's the truth. After disaster, most insurance policies only cover 80% of your rebuild cost. That's missing 20%. That's on you. And that's why you need an emergency savings fund for home repairs, because guess what? Even if insurance covers the cost, the process of getting that money seemingly takes forever. You might have to wait months before you see a dime. Meanwhile, you still need a roof over your head. And the worst part, dealing with the insurance company. It's basically a full-time job. Ask anyone who's gone through it. They'll tell you. You're going to be on the phone a lot. Get prepared. Here's what I recommend. Set aside at least 3 to 6 months of home expenses and savings. Keep receipts of home improvements. Trust me, your insurance company will ask. Make a disaster plan. Know where you'd go if you had to evacuate and who you'd call. So here's the one mistake that will cost you thousands. No, let me tell you. All right, I told you I'd tell you the one mistake that could cost you thousands. And here it is. Not documenting your home and valuables before disaster strikes. If your house floods, burns down, or gets hit by a storm, how are you going to prove what you owned? Take 10 minutes right now. Yeah, right now. Grab your phone and walk through your house, filming everything. Open drawers, record serial numbers of expensive items, and save it to the cloud. Because when the insurance adjuster asks you for proof, that video could mean the difference between getting fully reimbursed or getting a big fat nope. So are you actually ready for the next big storm? If you're not sure, let's fix that right now. And if you want more real estate tips and insider advice, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've got you covered. Thank you for joining me today, guys. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I greatly appreciate that. So, I did in my last video, a video on how to help you sell your home. In that video, we covered the first 5 chapters. So I think it's quite fitting after this video. If you're looking to sell your home and you need some tips and tricks, you can find that video based off of this book here. You should watch that video because it's coming up next.